Hello and welcome back to Pump with Purpose. This is Dr. Diana here, and I am here to talk about the podcast episode for this week, which is You Deserve Answers. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm Dr. Diana. I am a doctor of public administration, a certified lactation counselor, a certified breastfeeding specialist. I am the CEO and founder of Pump with Purpose. We are a global lactation and postpartum private practice helping women all across the world to breast pump. Okay. So we have several different offers. If you want to learn about us, we have a bunch of free offerings. We also have other paid offerings. Our signature offer is Premier Pumping Consult, where we go through and help you to find the right pump, flange, products, and schedule that can increase your milk supply. So we are also going to talk about, if you want to learn more about us, we are located, our website is www.pumpwithpurpose.com. Check around over there. We have so many different offers to choose from, free as well as paid offers, to be able to help you to increase your milk supply. That is what we're about. That's what about 90% of the clients that work with us want. I mean, some at different times want to downregulate, some are weaning, and of course relactation, which is also still increasing your milk supply. So 90+% of our clients want to increase their milk supply. So we want to talk to you about a big concern these days, and that is you deserve answers. So many people out here in these pumping streets, they want to sell you one size fits all approaches. Oh, you only need this pump. Oh, this flange size works for everyone. Oh, this number, you got this number for your nipple size, and that means you need this flange size, or all the things. Like, that's just the furthest from the truth. You're pressing buttons on your pump. You don't know how to use it. You're just like following flyers online because they're one size fits all approaches, and we will continue to scream from the rooftop, as well as founded in research, that breast pumping should be individualized. And one thing about us, we firmly believe in you deserve answers. If you don't know what's going on with your milk supply, if something is wrong with your milk supply, that you are not happy with it in any way, we don't pacify the situation. We're not going to sit here and say, oh, guess what? Not everyone makes enough milk. No, everyone deserves answers. Everyone deserves to understand what you need to do or what could be going on, because you'll go through this journey and not know. And you'll just continue to pull up to the pump day in and day out, pull up with the wrong flange, just do this, do that, day in and day out, and no one is helping you to get answers. No one's saying stop. What are you doing? What are you using? What pumps are you using? What flange size are you using? What pumping products are you using? What is your schedule? No one is taking the time except Pump with Purpose, global lactation and postpartum private practice, over 2,500 clients since January of 2022. And we see clients on every single continent to date except Antarctica. We are global for a reason. So let's talk about some of the things you may deserve answers to. Pump and pumping product tutorials. So if you have not visited our YouTube channel over at Pump with Purpose, you can Google our YouTube channel, Pump with Purpose, and you will find pumping product playlist as well as breast pump review playlist, where we do reviews on breast pumps as well as pumping products that we find that may be helpful to your journey. We walk you through that on our breast pump reviews. We go through how to assemble the pump. We go through how to operate the pump. We go through our initial thoughts on the pump. When we're doing pumping product reviews, we walk you through, the product itself, how it could potentially be helpful, how to use it, what is going on with it, and we go through tutorials, because some of you are just, I'm going to say for real, are just using products and no one has showed you how to use it. They're like, here, buy this, with the expectation that you're going to read the manual, that you're going to understand everything on something that's brand new to you. That's like starting a job with no training. No one is going to be as successful if someone does not take the time to train you. Same way with pumping. Okay, flange sizing. So we offer personalized flange sizing, and not just also the size, but also the type. We walk you through what you actually need. We talk through your breasts, your nipples, what you could use and do to be successful. We have clients want all kinds of things when it comes to flange sizing. It is not a one size fits all approach. Then we have pumping schedules. So we do the 240-minute rule, trademarked by Pump with Purpose. We've talked about it often, which is if your exclusive pumping is typically pumping every 3 hours for 30 minutes for the first 12 weeks with the right pump, flange, products, and schedule. We walk you through how to do so with pumping schedules, typically starting at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., or 6 a.m. and going around the clock. We walk you through that. We have our pumping survival guide that will be the next level. If you want to know what we talk about in the consult, we give you those schedules, as well as then the consult. We actually give you exact schedules based on your goals, your preferences, your lifestyle. If you're working, stay-at-home mom, what your child is doing, what any older children are doing, we walk you through it all when it comes to schedules. The scheduling process is so important. Milk supply, like establishing your milk supply, starting out or sustaining it or maintaining it is going to be important. Are you seeing increases? Are you seeing decreases? Are you seeing fluctuations up and down depending on the day? Something is wrong. All of these are signs. Like, we start to like take a moment and step back and like see what our body is telling us, we will understand that it is telling us that it needs help. It really needs to understand what is going on. Then, are you seeing the increase? Are you seeing the decrease? Are you returning to work? So many people think their milk supply is going to go down when they return to work. And I'm like, most of our clients see an increase because you can actually plan your schedule. Like, it depends on the job, of course. If you're not going to be able to get a pumping schedule in consistently, yes, that's a concern. But if you are able to get a consistent pump schedule in, you're not worried about, is the baby going to wake up right now? Can I get this in for 30 minutes? Like, you can close your door or go to your pump room or wherever you pump at and take a moment to actually pump. So we typically sometimes see increases, or at least like consistency. Like, it's no like, I lost 10 ounces when I went back to work. No, something's wrong. Again, listen to our bodies. Then another thing, pumping pain. We do not believe that you should be pumping in pain. I don't care what says what and who says who. It is not a rite of passage. You do not get a trophy at the end of it to say you dealt through all this pain, soreness, trauma, damage, and that can eventually potentially take out your milk supply. There's no trophy at the end of this journey for that. Weaning, if you're trying to figure out how to wean and you're not going to follow the internet, hopefully, and actually learn how to wean based on your body, you need to understand that personalized care is key. Relactation. Have you stopped pumping for at least a day or nursing for at least a day, whatever it is, and you are truly relactating? Other than that, you're just weaning. If you're still pumping something, stimulating and expressing milk at least once a day, you're just weaning. But if you are typically went 24 hours without pumping, you are going to go into the lactation box, and it's really going to be important to do the same things, but with a different goal in mind. So when you are actually, just starting to lactate, the placenta leaves the body. That starts the lactogenesis process, which goes through colostrum to transition of milk to mature milk. Well, when you are relactating, there's no placenta that's left your body, so you don't have that start. So it's really going to be important to make sure you have the right pump, flange products, and schedule. And over here, we want you to know that we firmly believe that you should have the answers that you deserve. Like, we see so many clients every single month on every single continent except Antarctica to date, and we want you all to know that your body is amazing as is. You should not have to be placed into this bucket that not everyone makes enough milk. Oh, when you're EPing, that you typically make two. Like, I've been seeing this all over the internet, 2 to 3 ounces a session. Well, I don't know about you, but under the 240-minute rule, pumping 8 times a day, you're making 2 ounces a session. That's 16 ounces a day. And if you're making 3 ounces a session, that's 24 ounces a day. And I don't know if your children are like my children, where they typically, that's the lower end of the spectrum, and 16 isn't even on the spectrum. Most children didn't take more than 16, but my children took 30 to 35. So me making 24 would not have been enough, and I would have been struggling to make enough milk, and I would have not been able to provide my children with 100% breast milk once I was able to get them onto breast milk, if I listened to those stories. Lies. Just gonna call the truth and tell you the truth. Like, it's just, people don't know how to help you, so then they just say, this is normal. This is normal. Normal is your body. Your body is a normal person. It is not a zombie or some type of fictitious character. It's your body, and it's amazing as is. And normal is relative. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Most of my clients, we really work hard so they're not chasing behind their baby. But that's another story. So I just want to normalize that. We want to normalize pump and let the world know that we pump with purpose. And if you're not getting the answers that you deserve, if you're getting dismissed, if you're not being seen, heard, valued, and validated when you ask about pumping your supply, you're at a huge disadvantage. Want to learn more? You're at a huge disadvantage, and we will never do that to you here. We do a lot in a little bit of time. So sometimes, yes, we will admit, like, we are rolling and strolling through these consults, trying to make sure you get the baseline information to leave there and go and change the trajectory of your pumping journey for the positive, because our PWP experience is you won't leave the same way you came. But if that is the case, we need you to understand that like you need to be seen, heard, valued, and validated. If you want an oversupply, you want an oversupply. You want to work with someone that can help you to increase your supply. If you don't want a combo feed or triple feed, if that's what they call, I don't like the word triple feed, and you are having concerns with making enough milk for your baby, you want to relactate, you want to wean, you whatever it is, you can always get an honest, real, practical, realistic, and practical approach here. You deserve those answers on how to do so. That's not going to stress you out pumping every 2 hours for 15 minutes. Like, do you know how exhausting that is? And then people tend to still not make enough milk. But that's another story for another day. We don't believe in it. We don't have people out here. People that's telling you to pump every 2 hours did not EP, did not exclusively pump. Period. I said what I said. And so we really want you to know that you deserve to understand what is going on. Know that I read every comment, every DM, comment on my posts, questions. I got 15 social media platforms. I don't post in ghosts. I don't, I really work hard to eventually get to everyone. Of course, Instagram is my largest platform right now. And that's been that way for the foreseeable future, going to be that way. And so we do prioritize Instagram, but we at least try to answer as much as we can as soon as possible on what we do see. And so it's going to be so important for you to understand that we don't just post and go. So if we're doing that to you before you're even a client, imagine when you are. Like, we treat everyone as they are important to Pump with Purpose. We want you to know that we pride ourselves in quality care, and doesn't include these benefits that I talk about, of being able to DM me, being able to ask questions, generalized questions, I should say. That's before you even become a client. We do, as of right now, daily stories. We do daily content. Right now, at the ending of 2023, we're doing 2 posts a day, Monday through Friday, at a minimum, which are 10 posts a day. Our goal is for next year to do up to 4, which is, up to 20 posts a week. And so somewhere between 2 and 4 posts are going to go up in 2024. And we want you to know, like, we take this very, very seriously. We have blogs, podcasts. We really want you to know that we prioritize you. We go live at least twice a week on Instagram at this time. And we do go live on Peanut Pod on Mondays. So Mondays at Peanut, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Instagram, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday and Thursday. Like, it's so very important to us. Wednesday and Friday, we have openings at the end of the day for our membership programs for Pump with Purpose University, the Pumping Equation, as well as Pumping for Professionals. Okay, so I want you to know that we want you to take control of your journey and not settle for less. Nothing more than the best. We had a saying in college, actually, never settle for less. Nothing more than the best that will set your heart easy and your soul at rest. And know that there's no one size fits all. I know that. And I know that I firmly believe that there's no one that genuinely cares about your pumping journey more than Pump with Purpose and our team. I know that. We genuinely are seeing people so much that we know that we genuinely care. And people can feel that in us. I see myself in every client that pulls up, not getting the answers that you deserve, saying you can't be successful if pumping doesn't look like this, or you're deciding to nurse and then you want to pump too, and everyone treats you like you're the end of the world. And it's like, why would anybody want to do that? Well, we got to go back to work. Maybe we just want to. Maybe we've experienced sexual trauma. There's just so many reasons why people pump. They don't even need a reason. But we want you to know that you deserve to work with someone that wants to change your journey for the positive and get you the answers that you deserve. That is what it is. That is what is so important to Pump with Purpose, and that won't change. We will not change our position. We will not join the bandwagon. One size fits all approaches. Mean girl of pumping, mean girl mentality of pumping. If it doesn't look like this, you're not, right for doing this. Like, it needs to look like this. You need to be using this. You're not the cool kid in school, or what is it, cool child around town. I don't know the rhyme saying or whatever, but you need to understand that you don't have to be cookie cutter. You don't have to blend in. We are amazing as is, and once we learn that, it is forever life changing. So I wanted to give you a little snippet about why you deserve answers. What kind of answers do you deserve? Do you have underlying conditions present? Are you in the wrong pump settings, wrong pumping technique, wrong flange sizing, wrong flange type? Do you have just so much that it could be that can be going on. So I'm going to say it again. I'm going to go through and tell you that regret can be just as hard as failure. And we don't want you to have either. We don't want you to have regret. We don't want you to feel failure, because a lot of things can impact your milk supply. Again, having the wrong pump settings, wrong pumping technique, wrong flange sizing, wrong flange type, wrong pumping products, wrong schedule, not draining the breast effectively and efficiently, frequently and consistently. I threw that in for the free. Sore nipples, vasospasms, underlying conditions, not getting your blood tested, because milk supply is made from our blood, not just the food we eat and drink that supply the nutrients to our blood. But that's another story for another day. Taking herbal supplements, having clogged ducts, mastitis, menstrual cycle, illness, sick, medication, you had a hormonal shift, or do you have lower milk supply? Like, all of these things are things that can impact your milk supply, and not realizing that while we're trying to eat more, drink more, pump more, sleep more, stress less, that may not be the truth. That may not help at all until you get the right pump, flange products and schedule, and learn how to effectively and efficiently, frequently and consistently empty, quote unquote. Yes, I know breasts are never empty, but effectively, efficiently, frequently and consistently drain out your breasts. Then there can be a concern with emptying and telling your body that you need more milk. I threw that in for the free as well. You know, on my podcast, I really believe in giving you the free for the free of the free for the free, because the secret sauce is important to understand. And the secret sauce of all secret sauces, it is your body. No, it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. So I'm going to pause here for the calls. I'm going to love you and leave you. Let you know if this was helpful. Let us know. We'd love if you follow us along on our Instagram platform, Pump With Purpose. We would love if you send us a DM letting us know you enjoyed the podcast, heard us on someone else's podcast, whatever it is, or landed you in our podcast because you heard us somewhere else. So we want to let you know that we are here to assist you. We care about you. We want you to be successful. If you're interested in working with us or learning more about us, you can visit www.pumpwithpurpose.com. Again, this is Dr. Diana here. Until next time with Pump With Purpose.